Welcome back, you beautiful bastards, to another episode of Breaking Booze and News. And currently, the Phoenix Suns are playing the Denver Nuggets, and it's halftime. Since I put this jersey on, and I'm unlucky and my life sucks, I'm sure the Suns will lose now. Alright, first up, we've got national news. National news, but first we're gonna hop into this. TNA and WWE star Rhaka Kahn sues The Rock and everyone in America. Alright, that last part was a little exaggerative. It's not everyone in America, but you'll see what I'm talking about. Former TNA star Rhaka Kahn's lawsuit filed against a dizzying number of parties, including the FBI, the state of Texas, and a ton of wrestling personalities and companies, is reportedly clear to move forward. PW Insider reports Tranisha Biggers, who was Rhaka Kahn in TNA and had a run in WWE's developmental system, filed a lawsuit in October of 2022 in the U.S. District Court, Southern District of New York. The suit alleged that there was a conspiracy against her in regard to the criminal court case she has been facing since 2019 on charges of interference with child custody and aggravated kidnapping facilitate. According to the site, the lawsuit was filed against dozens of parties that include wrestling legends, promoters, various police departments, and at least one individual who has been dead for 16 years. The lawsuit alleges that the defendants conspired to kidnap plaintiff and her children. The site notes that the 48-page lawsuit mostly consists of the list of defendants, some of whom are listed multiple times. Where they get fucking Saul on this? The following individuals are among those on the defendant list. Alright, I'm gonna take a sip before we get into this whole fucking shenanigans. Alright, here's the list of everyone she's suing. The state of Texas, the El Paso Child Protective Services, the FBI, the Las Cruces, New Mexico Police Department, the NYPD. How the fuck did she get from... whatever. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, New York ACS. Don't even know what that is. Omega Psi-Phi Fraternity Inc. Shirley Police Department. Don't even know where Shirley is. I'm guessing New York. Sigma Phi Epsilon. Suffolk County, New York. Dwayne The Rock Johnson. The Miz and Maurice? I don't know what the fuck that is. Keith Miller. Nikki Bella. I'm assuming these are all wrestlers. I've never heard these names. Chris Benoit. Well, I know that name. He's been dead for a long ass time. He's probably the one they were talking about that was dead for 16 years. Mark Jindrak. Panda Energy, the now defunct company that owned TNA. Home Depot, Florida Championship Wrestling, also now defunct. Steve Kieran, the NWA, and not the rap group. This is the wrestling promotion. Billy Corgan. Yeah, Billy Corgan from Smashing Fucking Pumpkins. Deep South Wrestling, also defunct. Bank of America, Michael Jordan. Greatest basketball player of all time, Michael Jordan, is in this $3 billion lawsuit. Several universities, Jim Cornette, Mick Foley, New York City Area Energy Company, Con Edison, and more. That's a lot of fucking people. Like, what lawyer is like, oh yeah, we can do this. We can sue Texas and the NYPD and fucking every wrestling promotion in existence, plus dead people. Like, seriously, what fucking lawyer did you get that thought any of this was a good idea? Because any smart lawyer would have been like, no, you're fucking crazy. And what did you guys just, like, put names on a piece of paper and just throw fucking darts at it? Like, how is Home Depot involved in your kid's kidnapping? According to the report, there was no movement until February, when court records indicate that Biggers was allowed to move forward with the lawsuit with the prepayment of any court fees. She was notified of the filing by mail at a home address listed in New York City. Biggers is said to be seeking $3 billion in damages, and none of the listed defendants have been served as of yet. That's more than we've even sent to Ukraine. Actually, I'm probably wrong. That's probably way off. Biggers still has a bench warrant for her arrest after she failed to appear in December on the charges. Biggers was indicted on the charges in August 2019 and was at one point one of the most wanted fugitives in El Paso when she didn't show up in court. She was finally arraigned in December of that year after no-showing 2 court appearances and having her bail revoked. Her trial was delayed many different times, due in part to the pandemic. According to Texas law, interference with child custody is when someone, quote unquote, takes or retains a child when that person knows that the taking or detention of the child violates a judgment or order, unquote. It's a felony and punishable by up to 2 years in prison. Alright, look. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know who the fuck this chick is. I'm usually into dark chocolate, and I don't know if it's like the makeup or just whatever, but I'm getting crazy bitch vibes from that one. So, here's what I do know. Upon meeting none of these fucking people involved, I'm willing to bet that I would trust The Rock and Mick Foley. I was gonna say deadass Chris Benoit, but no. Over this fucking person who was at one point one of the most wanted people in El Paso. Like, I don't know how El Paso is. I don't know how big it is, but I'm assuming if you're one of the most wanted people, you're probably a fucking asshole. And how are you gonna sue Home Depot? How did Home Depot kidnap your kids? Or the state of Texas? Or the NYPD? Like, why is it jumping back and forth? This shit's crazy. And the fact that you have, like, open warrants for your arrest, what do you think's gonna happen when you walk into that courthouse? Like, you really think they're just gonna be cool? If anyone out there has knowledge of this, please, by all means, comment, let us know what's going on. Because all I know is what I've read, and it sounds like this human being is absolutely batshit crazy. That's all we've got for tonight. Cheers, you beautiful bastards.